gozaimasu, and welcome to Chef Preston's Cultural Appropriation. I am your host, Chef Preston, and today, my friends, we learn about the world around us. This kimono, this sexy, sleek cotton kimono, was made in the heartlands of Japan. Wow, we couldn't afford any available effects. All the money went into Robert Generianus III. We'll get to that later. This hat is from China, where all the kids, work on it. But most of all, my cuckoo clock, which we will show in a matter of minutes, is from the lands of Germany, where that one guy with the funny mustache once was, and the fat, drunk German children. You might be saying that's a little culturally insensitive.
If I hear that come out of your freaking mouth again. Sure, it's okay. It's okay.
We are here to promote cultural appropriation, not ruin what the culture is for. And I am too lazy to explain this stuff. So allow me to show you my hat. From the lands of the sweaty Chinese kids who sewn this beautiful hat in like an Amazon warehouse. We have a guy for that that will help us out on our journey here. The Robert guy. De Niro, Robert dude. I forget his name. It's a weird name. Anyway, we will have him talk to you about the history of China and where all those little Asian children where they sewed the hat. They sewed the hat very well. They sewed the hat very well. What the frick happened? I don't even know. Anyway, allow me to introduce the Habish Shahinile from Nigeria. Take it away. La 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 la.
Thanks, Chef Preston. Chinese history is steeped in sweat and tears, and the tale of the Chinese Empire's rise is no different. In ancient times, the Chinese people were small and weak, living in a harsh, unforgiving land. But their desperation and determination led to the creation of one of the greatest empires in history. At the edge of this success was child labor. Young, sweaty Chinese children worked tirelessly to build the infrastructure of the empire. Toiling away in the fields and mines, their eyes calloused and their eyes red with exhaustion. But the sacrifice was not in vain. The Chinese empire flourished, and the children who worked the hardest were rewarded with a place in the royal court. Today, child labor is still a contentious issue. We must remember that it has been a crucial part of Chinese history. And who can forget the taste of Chinese kids' sweat, which has been described as a rich, savory flavor with hints of muffin and a touch of sweetness.
That was beautiful. I learned so much about what Robert Generianus just said. Chinese children were the heart of the Chinese Empire, sweating their way from making tall temples to now making Mr. Potato Head. It is truly a great honor for them to make my hat, Dwayne, my little apron here, and everything we mainly own here in America. It is an honor for those kids to sweat onto their products and ship them to us. But right now, my hat could have been drenched in little kids' sweat from China. How amazing is that? And they are helping them improve their empire. Astounding. Well, now comes the fun part. We will now make a traditional Chinese dish here at the Chef Preston Kitchen Labs. This dish is called Cat and Dog. I stole my neighbor's dog and cat for a little bit, hoping they don't realize, because we're going to be cooking their dog and cat. Follow me into the kitchen. Alright, all the cat and dog are in the pan. Sorry if some of the pieces are a little mangled. My chopping skills aren't that great. But now we do my favorite part, salt and peppering. Now this is pepper, right? You don't want too much. You want a perfect seasoning. Sprinkle some of this. Yes, sirree. Get some salt. Yeah, not too much, not too much. You take this and put it on in the oven. You said bottom shelf? Okay. The chicken is done after 43 hours.
The famous German dish is Hassenpfeffer,
Mmm.
which is a type of rabbit.
Das is yummy. My bad. So that's the German roommate we got. He's straight from Germany. From the hood in Germany. These places are ruthless, man. I'll tell you what. But now, we have some tasty dog and cat. This is, I think, that's the cat. They all look the same, but, I mean, this is mostly meat from the legs. But they look very tasty. Now, this is the only Chef Preston dish I cannot taste, as it is burning hot right now. This is really hot. It's burning my hand. Look at that steam. Look at that steam. We'll cover it up. Make sure the steam does not get out. Fog itself up and throw it in the fridge. Alright, well, I've lost my appetite for right now, so you know the drill. Was that a good meal or what? I told you this would be fun. Who said otherwise? If they did, you should kill them and eat their bodies. You didn't hear it from me. Anyway, I'm glad we enjoyed some cat and dog, because now we are talking about another Asian country that is just so beautiful, so majestic. Sadly, they don't have sweaty Chinese children, but they have big boobied cartoon anime women, or cartoons in their world is called anime. We of course are talking about Japan. Yeah, look at that. You ever see those advertisements? Yeah, me neither. Anyway, Japan is filled with weirdos. There are men who date robots there. They are so technologically advanced. I wouldn't even call them weirdos at this point. They are just, they raise up robots. This dude married to a anime woman hologram. That's awesome. That's amazing. This dude is married to a anime girl robot. That's amazing. Japan is beautiful from feudal to now. And I must say they came a long way. They also produce some animes about weird old men having, like, relationships with other old men. Very weird show. Do not watch it, please. Please, I am begging you. I am begging you. Now that we're out of that way. This kimono is from Japan. It was fleeced with cotton. And it has dragon and tiger designs. There's a tiger right there. Now, you might be saying, well, who was it fleeced by? Obviously, someone had to fleece it. Well, of course, an ancient samurai fleeced this. Okay? I've had this since the year 649? No, when was it? It was 600s. It was 6-something 9. I think it was 699. But it is beautiful either way. Now we do have a spokesperson on the line. He is waiting for his turn right over there. I want to give you his full... Chill! You'll get your turn. We will now go over to our spokesperson, Japanese Chef Preston. I'm not kidding. I had to pick this guy up from a whole nother universe just to bring him here. Alright, tell us something good. Tell us something good.
Thank you, you kind sir. Guten Tag. My name is Japanese Chef Preston.
No, I'm not German. I'm American.
Yeah. Japan is pretty cool. Japan loves making love to anime women, especially ones with big bazungas. They love to put those on their cartoon shows. This telephone is from Japan. The telephone was used to call other Japanese. Now, where I come from, which is Japan, I love the mountaintops. Let me tell you, they are so much better than Germany. I mean, so much better than China.
Are you German or Japanese?
No, we Germans pronounce our Z's a lot. Am I doing a good job? Anyway, the landscape of Japan is so great, but it's ruined by a bunch of anime girl posters.
Hey, was that an Asian accent? That's not culturally appropriate.
Hey, whoa, that's not culturally appropriate.
Now you speak fluent English.
Oh, I mean, that is not culturally appropriate.
What is that, Scottish?
I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out.
So sorry about that, folks. I got this off of eBay. It's a golf club gun. It's pretty nice, huh? What do you say, huh? I like it. Anyway, that was so much learned about Japan by the Scottish German guy, whatever he was. He was not culturally appropriate enough to be on this program. So we had to obviously fire him from the show. Now is the time you've all been waiting for, the cooking process. This, of course, is a traditional Japanese dish, ramen with an applesauce puree delight. Let's go. I'm kind of going classic here with this, with the cupboard. Remember the cupboard. Alright, so here are the ingredients you need. And this is a quick Japanese traditional meal that I'm sure they've all eaten before. Grab some Maruchan ramen noodle soup, beef flavor. It must be beef flavor or else. Now, you might be saying, well, don't you, like, boil these? No. In fact, you're just going to take this raw thing, see your bowl, plop it in there. Because, I'm going to be honest with you, you don't need to crush it up or anything. It's already there. So the next thing you want to do is grab some minced garlic. Now this is very important and very, very, you just can't miss it. Now, there is a specific of what you need. You need a half tablespoon of minced garlic. Make sure that tablespoon is all nice and in there. And what you're going to do is, here, I'll demonstrate. You're just going to plop it on in there like it's nothing. Now, you might be saying, well, Chef, that's a little weird, don't you think? You know, you just plop it on there. Well, that's where it gets good. So this is basically like a puree, right? So let's get our flavoring, our beef flavoring. Make sure you shake it up nice and well. Sure that this is that's what they do in Japan. I'm sure there's a restaurant that sells a lot of this stuff. This stuff is very famous, very popular. Just grab your flavoring and just sprinkle it around, huh? Raw flavoring, sprinkle it around. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, Chef, what's the point of this? I can't eat raw, like, garlic on a ramen boat. Of course you can. Now, shake up your applesauce. Very important. Now, let it rest for a little bit. It needs to rest. Get some salt. Lightly sprinkle. Lightly sprinkle. And then, for the puree. So for all you amateurs who don't know what a puree is, it's like that little thing, like it's a little side dish. You just... So, I'm going to grab some applesauce. A little more. There we go. Just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot. And you're just going to go on the side of the plate and just... And you do that for each side. Grab 1 spoon. On the other side. Grab 1 spoon. 1 scoop. Oh yeah. And by the end of it, and I'll show you here in a minute, by the end of your scooping and scattling, I'm going to leave my dirty stuff somewhere because I'm required to clean it this time around in the kitchen. Your ramen noodles should look like this. Or should I say, this traditional Japanese dish. I don't know if you can see it in the light. But you got your minced garlic, your flavoring, your salt, and your applesauce on each side. It is very good, very delicious, nutritious meal. And we are so lucky to try this traditional Japanese art form. It's very let's dig in. Let's dig in. So immediately, it's good. I'm trying to get to the minced garlic part. Oh, it's in the next bite. No. You know how an old folks' home smells? Yeah. Me too. Just put that in a taste. It's like I always say though. Never waste good food. Gonna dip it in here in the applesauce and Oh my goodness. What in the world? The Japanese people know what they're doing. Man, this stuff is the bomb. Oh my gosh. Woo! Greatest stuff I have ever had in my life. Well, I'm satisfied. Oh, whoops.
Whoa, what is going on in here? It sounds like a party. Oh, oh, oh. This, of course, is traditional German yodel. It is a nice change. This song was by Franzl, whatever his name was. I'll look it up after this. But I love it so much, and that is why Germany is so cool. Germany is probably one of the coolest countries, except for Azerbaijan, number one, that I have ever seen. Probably. They went through World War II. They had a dictator dude who was just a regular dude rise up because he was super mentally ill, and he was like, you know, he's the Fuhrer and stuff, and then he became super bad, but then they took him down. Well, he took down himself, but everything worked out, and today Germany is an epitome of beer, sausages, and fat, drunk children. Whew. But you know what it also is? The epitome for cuckoo clocks. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. This cuckoo clock that is now on your screens was bought from Disney World, but it was from Germany and carved in Germany, and it works just right. I'm pulling the chains right now and reloading it. This is how it is. The right chain, right here, is the bird, while the left chain is just basically the ticking, you know, the thing behind it. There's also a mute and unmute button. I'm not going to show you it. And cuckoo clock, yes sirree. Cuckoo clocks are awesome, epic, awesome and epic. But you know what is also awesome and epic? I have hired famous storyteller from Germany, Hans Franz Ferdinand. What? Hans Franz Ferdinand? He's super famous. That's right. He is here to tell you a story that you should gaze upon. Now let us listen with our two American ears and listen to this cultural, heart-wrenching story. Franz?
Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was a country called Germany. It all began when Julius Caesar visited the region and noticed that the unconquered area east of the Rhine River was different from Gaul. The Germanic tribes were known for their love of sausages, beer and pretzels. They were also famous for their fat and jolly children who enjoyed eating bratwurst and playing with wooden toys. One day the Germanic tribes united and defeated the Roman Empire in the epic battle of the Teutoburg Forest. Legend has it that the victory was celebrated with a grand feast where the children indulged in too much beer and sauerkraut, making them even fatter and jollier. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, when knights roamed the land and castles dotted the countryside. The knights were known for their love of beer and their rotund physiques. They would often challenge each other to beer drinking contests, resulting in many hilarious mishaps. Then came Martin Luther, a monk who loved beer almost as much as he loved challenging the Catholic Church. He nailed his famous 95 Theses to the door of a church, demanding that everyone should have access to a free beer. This sparked the Protestant Reformation and led to a series of events that shaped Germany's religious landscape. In more recent times, Germany went through a period of division and reunification. The Berlin Wall, which was separated East and West Germany, was famously torn down by a group of tipsy Germans who mistook it for a giant pretzel. The reunification brought joy to the nation as families were finally able to enjoy bratwurst and beer together again. And that's how Germany became the land of fat, drunk children who love sausages, beer, and pretzels.
Wow. Touching story. That really sums up the history of Germany. They fought for their freedom. Oh! Sorry, folks. I have a bug in here. Anyway, they fought for their freedom. And it's just really touching how their fat German kids kept getting fatter and fatter and drunker. I thought that was a little weird. No matter, because we are going to make a German dish. This one is called a sausage de egg roll. That's right, sausage de egg roll. Usual German choice of food. Bratwurst, but these are sausages. And come along, we will make it together. Das is good. Alright, this is the German food. This is the one I've been waiting for, right? These wieners have been in the fridge for months waiting for this. Look at these 2 stale wieners. And you place them on a nice little plate. Now, you're going to not cook them. This is traditional German. We want to keep it as traditional as possible. Make sure they are together, or else this is not a traditional dish. Now, grab some mustard. Some great value mustard. Must be great value. You can't have any other mustard. And you're just gonna, come back here. Yeah. Make a little circle. Make a little circle. Okay. So you should have some excess mustard on the plate. Make sure they roll around in that. If they can't move, you roll them around in that. Because you gotta be the authoritative figure over these wieners. Okay? You gotta be the controller of wieners. The puppet of wieners. Now once they're all mustered up, all sauced, we are going to now get some pickles. Now these pickles, they must be dill spears. I get 2 of them. Now these dill spears go across the hot dogs. Look at that. It's like a little bridge. It's like a little bridge. Now, that is the dish. I'm not joking. That is the dish. You fell for it. Please, get some great value watermelon lemonade packet. Now, Germans, they love this stuff. I don't know what a big buzz is, but they love this stuff. Now, you're going to open this packet up. They say it's a drink packet in America, but in Germany, it's a flavorette. And then you're just going to sprinkle that all over the pickle here. Like so. Look at that. Watermelon. Great value. Don't mix anything around. You don't want to do that. That's going to take away from the dish. Now, after that... my bad. I actually have the perfect glass for this. If I can find it. Hold on one sec. Yes. This. Grab a nice fancy glass you have and pour some Tropicana Light. I know. It's been a rough day. But Germans always love their orange juice. Take a break from the beer, you know. That's what they do. Tropicana is always there for them. And then you grab a pickle, because they love their pickles and the hot dogs, but I don't have any more hot dogs. And basically, like a lemon in America, it goes on the side. Bon appetit. How's your day going?
Now, after that delicious drink. Oh, you want me to finish it? Okay. Whoops. That's a lot of pickle seeds. Now let's get a fork and a knife. And you know what? We're gonna be nice here. Join me at the dinner table, please. I implore you. I know you can't see my face right now, but it's okay. I got my bib. You can see my bib. Now, let's dig into this tasty German treat. I'm gonna try to get a pickle right over here. We're gonna cut this one. Oh yeah. If he will cut, what's his problem? There we go. And then we're gonna cut this part of the hot dog here. Now, das is what? We will see what das is. Das is... Okay. We have the pickle, the flavored pickle, and there's some flavoring on the hot dog, but you know, it's the German treat. Let us eat. Okay. Oh my gosh. Das is good. What's that? You don't believe me? It's good. Try it. Make it at home. Anyway, I think it's time we wrap things up a bit, don't you think? I think we've been too culturally appropriate for one day. Follow me, come on.
Well, you made it to the end. I guess this means our time is over. No matter. No matter at all. Thank you for being on this journey and learning about the 3 countries that really affect Chef Preston Industries. I'm really sorry about the delay also. Chef Preston has... Oh, well, you're Chef Preston. I'm just a whole nother one. He hired me. Your Chef Preston has been prepping for, he calls it a season 3. I don't know, somewhere around fall. He's going crazy. But anyway, I really wish we could stay longer, but alas, we cannot. Thank you for being here and watching this cultural appropriation. And I know you will know how to be more culturally appropriate and approach these things better now. I'm going to go now, use the bathroom. My Komodo, this thing, will be taken off in front of you. Wait a minute, hold on. I seem I cannot take this off. It's like it's almost permanently stuck to me. Gosh dang it.